The sun has entered now into Aries 3 minutes ago, and the moon has entered into Scorpio 2 minutes ago. But I'm going to do a love reading on both. But right now we're going to do the sun, and that is Aries love life. So the cards have already been shuffled, so I'm just going to lay them out. This represents you, the Fool. This is for the Aries love life. And the last shuffle before I read, the bottom card is abundance. Abundance. We're right? We're going to get this right.
Okay.
The 10 of Pentacles. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the representative. Now, the Fool again. Wow, okay. Let's make that the center. Past, present, and future. Everything seems so sunny. Let's see. We're going to have to go again. Outcome, outcome, and outcome. There we go. Now, as I see the Fool is representing of the Aries right now. And the Fool always mean beginnings. And this is the beginning of spring. Happy beginning of spring, 2022. So anyway, the Fool represent new beginnings. So right now, new beginnings in what? New beginnings in anything that spring brings. Spring brings an abundance of array of everything. That is the way Mother Nature made her. So let's say this is the beginning of a love affair or a love affair that's on the horizon. Now let's get started. By the way, I forgot because I'm doing a whole new thing. I am the crone, the old crone. I am the Crone Network. So please, thumbs up and subscribe. Okay. Now, here you see, as in the recent past, this is a Fool, and we're dealing with love ache. So this is someone who was very much in love, who had dreams, who really wanted to be with a person. This is, again, Mother Nature. You may have had a child by this person, or you may not have had a child. But when you was in this relationship, it was in sheer harmony. As I said, this is the beginning of a love affair, but this is in the recent past. So this lets me know anywhere from 6 months to 8 months ago, or even a year, you was in an affair and it ended terribly. You felt like in this love affair you had everything. Everything. You had everything that it made to work. Everything in this relationship you had that it could have worked. Everything. You was looking out at all the beauty that you could have, but the person that you fell in love with was immature or wasn't honest. And so therefore you have invested, and you ended up in your recent past with a tremendous broken heart. Now this may not be for all of you, but I'm reading for the Aries. Now in your present, I see that things are going to turn around. I see financial. If you have any financial problems, that's going to turn around for you. Also, I definitely see new beginnings in a relationship. Definitely. And I also, before I read that, I definitely see new beginnings in a relationship for you. I definitely see a celebration after a hard time. I definitely see that it will definitely be January, February, March, April, May, June. So this will definitely be in the spring of this year, the late spring, like around about June, when summer's about to approach. I definitely see that you're going to get out more. You're going to celebrate more. I see that you're looking for a new beginning financially. Maybe you're starting a new job. However, You may start dating, but you're going to find yourself in a position, maybe you don't know exactly what it is you want. Maybe you're not really ready to settle down, but this is a time to really just enjoy the spring, let it come in. This is your present. But even though this is your present, you're still yearning for this commitment. You're wanting to be married. You're wanting to have that relationship, because you're probably healing from the relationship that you had in the past. So you're healing from that, and now you're really ready to move on, you know? Now, in your recent future here is what I see. I see that whatever you're looking for, you're not really fast as you thought, that you wanted to just rush in and go gun-ho in. However, I see what you're looking for is, I see quite a bit of pentacles here. So this seems to me that you're really just looking for someone that has financial security. Maybe you're looking for someone to take care of you, or maybe you're looking for someone that you can go in on and save together. Either way, one of the things that I think that you suffered with in your past relationship is the ideas. You crash with your ideas and the way that you view relationships. And even though this has really depressed you in the past, if you don't get it straight again, you're going to be headed for another broken heart. You really need to settle in your mind what it is that you're looking for, and you really need to accept that no matter all the money or all the finance securities you have will never bring you happiness. You have to be willing to give of yourself. And you cannot judge every relationship by a person's financial worth or even your own. Those are personal achievements. But if you're looking for love, you're going to have to look beyond the metal. You're going to have to look beyond the pentacles when I say metal, beyond the pentacles, and look at the heart. That is my reading for the Aries. And yes, I do see a love affair again, but if you, I want to say I see a reuniting or a relationship and someone in June, somewhere around June, July. I definitely see that. However, let me reemphasize that if you continue to do and think that you're giving everything and taking care of a person and buying and being on top, and you think that's going to win them over or have a baby or whatever it is that he or she thinks that they need to do, if you wind up doing that again, you're headed for another broken heart. I just let you know that. All right. With that being said, let's just go ahead on and let's just do the moon and Scorpio. Moon and Scorpio. Let's do a quick shuffle. Moon and Scorpio right now. Moon and Scorpio. What do we have? Moon and Scorpio for the love life. For the Scorpio. What do we have? What is it looking like on the shadow side? What do we need to work on? Talk to me. Please, and if you would love to have a reading, please inbox me at the Chrome Treasure Chest. Here we go. Who we going to have to represent? Well, since you jumped out over there, I'll let you slide. By now, you all know I don't let cards dictate to me, right? But because you jumped out, I'm going to have to cut the cards. Somebody's going to have to pay. There we go. Let's see what it is. Ah, lovers. Lovers. Okay. And the bottom is... Oh, 3. We had the 3 of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on. We have lovers, and on the bottom, we have 3 of Pentacles. Let's see how that's going to play out. Uh-oh. But just because the devil shows up, that doesn't mean that it's a bad card. It just means maybe you have to reassess the course you're under. Or maybe you need to wake up to something that you need to deal with and stop deceiving yourself. Well, let's look at this clearly. We have lovers, so let's go from the past. So let's turn it over so I know what I'm dealing with. So clearly we see in the past there was a relationship, that there was something, that it was something you didn't want. It was something, it was a relationship you wasn't happy with. Clearly, without going into all the wins and whys, it was definitely a relationship that you wasn't happy with. Maybe this relationship was based on a lie. Maybe this relationship was based on something about a person that you really didn't know, and they were offering you things that it wasn't enough for you. So you decide to move on in this relationship, you see. They offered you didn't like it, you probably was with this person for a while. However, that doesn't describe to me why the lovers are showing up if you was in a relationship that wasn't fulfilling. Well, we're going to go and we're going to find that. So also we see that the relationship moved on. But as the relationship moved on, it seems to me that you're still stuck in the past of this relationship. That's so funny because I asked the question before I even read the card. So you're stuck. You're like stagnant on that past relationship. I want to know, do you want to go back and be with that person? Because it seems like you're going back. Well, this card is looking forward, so this looks like you're moving forward to what it is that you left. Do you want to go back? Why? You felt like when you was in that relationship, you felt like it was unfair. You felt like you wasn't being given enough. So I would like to know, why would you want to go back in that relationship? Because that person didn't want to commit to you? That person didn't want to get married? What was the reason? Maybe you wanted children? What was the reason? Let's go and see a little deeper. Let's see what's going to make this just a little bit more clear. I'm taking it from here. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. And now the Hermit. So what does it say? So you're trying to please an authority. So all of this got to be a very young couple. So this must be going out for someone young. So you're trying to please a very strong figure in your life. Maybe it's your father, maybe it's your pastor, maybe it's your religious belief, whatever. But if you're still dealing with this, then maybe it's not time for you to move on. Maybe you really need to really think about what you want. And when you do make a decision to leave, it'll be your own decision. You need to seek within yourself so you can make your own decision, that it won't be predicated on what anybody else tell you. If you want to move on and you want to have another relationship, or you want to go back to the relationship because you feel as though that it will work for you, you do that. I feel strong about that. I'm one to tell a person, if you feel that your job isn't finished and you feel as though that there's a chance, you don't have nothing to lose but a chance. Just go in it with an open mind, an open heart. Leave that past alone. If you bring up the past, you're only talking about it to fix things and look forward. I think that is a good chance. I feel strong about telling you to do that. That's my opinion. I'm telling you, go for it. And hello, my little crones. We're going to be now doing the reading on let me get it right, the Aries male, or the Aries and the Scorpio. Yeah, that's it. We're going to be doing the Aries and the Scorpio's relationship. That is what we're going to do, be it male or female. Just the Aries and the Scorpio relationship. So let's pick out who we're going to represent. That represents the 8, which is strength. That represent the Aries. And this is the Scorpio. Aries and the Scorpio. And what we have is strength, and we have the Empress. So what we have is 2 strong feminine forces. Doesn't mean that it's not a male. It's just this is a force that is dominant by feminine energy. That's all it means. Now let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we have going on. Alrighty, because I already shuffled my cards. Underneath, we have the 3, looking out. So what we have now, we have the Three of Wands. And as we see the Three of Wands, we see the Three of Wands holding on to something that's very dear, but looking out. So let's see where this is going to go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And these are the outcomes. They already shuffled. I'm going to let you stay. Outcome. Hold up. These cards are so thick. There we go. I'm so embarrassed because I didn't even do my nails, but they will be done. All right, here we go. There we go, Swords of 8. And here we go. And last, that was supposed to be. And that's one, the outcome. But I gave a 2 for this one, so I'll just let it be. Okay. And this. So this is what we have. So with the Aries and the Scorpio, what I see in the past of a relationship, that there has been tough times, very tough time financially. And it seems like at the time, it was probably more the female that was dominating and carrying the relationship. And it seems like something happened that maybe you lost, maybe the male side of it lost their job. Let me put it another way. Whoever was the dominant one in the relationship. I'm not going to go by the cards. Whoever was the dominant one in the relationship. Something happened where you lost your job, maybe due to ailment. Something happened, you lost your job, and you fell on hard times. However, there were people there that would have helped you, but you didn't want the help because you was ashamed and you didn't want anybody to know that you were struggling. And all you wanted to do was leave. So here, the stronger person is leaving behind the weaker person to move on in their life, to celebrate a new life. They moving on. They leaving you. It's like they over. They left. This is in the recent past. They left you. They thought you was a drain. They thought you was heavy on the relationship. They felt like, you was holding them back from being what they wanted to be. They felt like you stifled their mind. And yes, they left you in a bad place. They were in a bad place, but they left you in a financial hardship. But they were in one as well. So that was the recent past. So in the recent future, it seems like you're finally trying to get yourself together. Maybe offers are coming. Maybe you got ideas, whatever, but things are beginning to change. And yet you still feel a little trapped by what happened to you. So you're still a little salty about it. This still messes with you. You're not over it yet. You're not over it because that relationship as an affair, you still hold on to it. Even though it hurt you. And even though you juggle back and forth, why do I want this person when they left me? Because I got an answer for you. When it was good, it was good. When it was in love and you were happy, it was good. Sex, everything was great. But when the hardship fell and things began to fall apart, especially with the situation with the virus, when everything began to fall apart within the last year or two, losing your job and all these things, it became heavy. And honestly, I hate to say it, but I think that one of you had infidelity that come into the relationship. And so you stopped focusing more at this relationship and you wanted to move on to another relationship without putting an end to this relationship, whereby you left this person in the lurch. However, you moved on and you feel like you're happy. You feel like this was the best thing you could have done. You feel like victory is mine. I'm with somebody who really loved me. I'm with the right person for me. It was a mistake and you're sorry about it. And you feel victorious and you feel like you are yourself again. But that old feeling that what you did, or maybe this person calls, but I can maybe suggest a little advice. And my advice to you is maybe if you just call that person and just check up on that person, just let that person just see how they are and apologize. Maybe if you just say, look, I apologize for what happened, because maybe you do feel bad about leaving them in a condition like that. And maybe if you could just put your pride aside, maybe if you could just say, call them up, you ain't got to see them, and just send them a letter and just say, I apologize for the way that I left the relationship, but I was sick myself. I was hurting myself, fill in the blank. However, and I think that you can find that peace that you seek. I think that you can find that because obviously you're not a person that would want to leave somebody in the lurch, but you was running for your own sanity. And you had to do what you had to do. And now that life is good to you, you think that you're going to be plagued with some kind of curse because of what you did. You did what you had to do to survive. But I'm saying to you, to seal the deal, attempt to call with no malice, even if they're in a bad way, at least you attempt. And if you attempt to give an apology and a sincerity without no judgment, and if they don't receive it, then you can let it go. I suggest to find your peace. Call them up, send them a letter, send them a card, and just say, I apologize and I wish you nothing but the best. At the time when I left you like that, I was messed up. I hope you find yourself in life, and I wish you nothing but Godspeed. Something like that. I think that that will work for you. Anyway, this is my read on the the Scorpio and the Aries relationship. However, that you go on and you will find success. Both of you are moving on, but one of you are stuck in the past of what happened and feel bad about it and want to do right. Do right. And I'm telling you, this was an overall good read, and it just seems like you both are landing up on your feet. Okay, that was my read for the Aries and the Scorpio. Thank you.